Hurricane Douglas, advisory number 15, with the forecast that was just issued at 5 p.m. Douglas has strengthened further. We were talking about rapid intensification yesterday. Douglas continued to strengthen today a bit as well. It's now a Category 4 hurricane with winds of 130 miles an hour. Right now, it's located just over 1,100 miles east-southeast of Hilo and is moving to the west-northwest at 18 miles an hour. We're expecting gradual weakening with Douglas as it moves towards the state. Gradual weakening maybe beginning tomorrow and continuing through the weekend. However, Douglas could still be a hurricane as it approaches the islands. The current forecast has been very consistent, showing a track through the central part of the state. But it's important to remember not to fixate on that track itself. Our average errors 3 days out are over 100 miles. So we could see a shift either north or south of the current track. The intensity forecast is something also to keep an eye on. We've seen major hurricanes, well-formed hurricanes like this, take a longer time to weaken. The weakening will be caused first as Douglas moves over cooler water for the next couple of days. And as it approaches the state, there'll be an increase in wind shear from the southwest that will disrupt the circulation. How fast that weakens can be difficult to forecast. So even though the forecast might have Douglas as a tropical storm as it moves through the state, we should prepare for hurricane force conditions in case that is slower to weaken than we expect. As far as impacts and onset timing, Douglas is a fast-moving hurricane. It's moving about 18 miles an hour now, and that speed is expected to continue over the next couple days, maybe gradually slow a bit and turn to the west 3-4 days out. However, we could see conditions beginning to deteriorate across the state as early as Saturday night. So if you need to prepare, you want to take care of that tomorrow or Saturday. You want to be done by Saturday night because conditions will deteriorate rapidly. In terms of impacts, Douglas is a major hurricane approaching the state. We should prepare for hurricane force winds. It can be extremely damaging. In addition, very large surf, high seas, and surge could accompany it and impact eastern portions of the state, east-facing portions of the state. Actual areas that would fall most under the hazards would be very dependent upon the track. So if you're on an east-facing shoreline, be prepared for a surge or high surf, coastal erosion, very, very dangerous and damaging surf coming in from the east. Heavy rain is also a very big concern. We could see rainfall amounts of several inches somewhere across the state with localized amounts into the double digits. It's too early to get very specific with those details or the areas that would be affected. All residents across the state should be preparing for Hurricane Douglas and getting ready while conditions are nice across the state over the next 2 days. Remember, as this hurricane approaches, make sure you have an emergency preparedness plan for your family. Know what you're going to do, where you're going to shelter, if you're staying at home, if you're staying at a friend's, or if you're going to an emergency shelter, check with county officials to find out which shelters are being opened and when they would be open.